again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. We not friends like that for you to be calling me all willy-nilly, nigga. I live a real fucking life. And if I'm not on this motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm ready, right, to talk. I don't know you. I'm going to drop this link and I'm going to see what all the fuck you want, right? I'll hear you out. But then after that, bro, leave me the fuck alone, man. I'm not gonna talk about you when I actually say, right, that I'm not gonna talk about you, then I'm not gonna talk about you. Right? I don't have to. Even when you was on Sears platform, you was trying to talk to me then. I'm not gonna address you anymore. Matter of fact, this is an improv live, y'all. This is an improv live stream. Right? I wasn't even planning on going live, right? But I have to address this and I have to put it out on YouTube because why? I know you on YouTube. I don't know you on in real time. So I'm not going to ever talk to you on no back end at all, ever. Right? I'm not going to ever do that. If you want to address me about anything, you address it for everybody to hear. What the fuck is you trying to call me on the back end? I'm not gonna. Nigga, we ain't getting money together. We not getting no money together. Call your son. Mentor your son. It's nothing that you can get from me. Remember, you don't need a motherfucker like me, right? You can stand on your own. So that's exactly what the fuck you gonna do. You have no reason to call me on the back end for nothing. I don't know you. Miss Eve, this is for you, Miss Eve. And it's nice and frosty too. Right? Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube, right? I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. Nice and frosty. We not friends like that for you to be calling me all willy-nilly, nigga. I live a real fucking life. And if I'm not on this motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm ready to talk. You don't dictate when I want to talk. That's not how that goes, nigga. When I feel like talking, then I will set up a line, upcoming like I always do, and I'll follow through on what I do. Now, what you do is what you do. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on, bro, right? Stop talking that line with me because, see, you better know one thing about what I will do, or I will tell. Right? Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. I don't know you. I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. Right? Again. I don't know you. I don't know you. Right? This nigga's so right. I don't know you. I don't know you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. I am your host with the most, Johnny Blaze, bringing y'all this Monday evening contact. Glenda! Thank you for that slap on the neck, Glenda. What up with it, Jonathan G? I see you up in the building. Blurred, salute. The entitled one. Hey, Glenda. I like snacks too. well, the entitled one, become a content creator and put out the type of content that Glenda likes, and maybe you can enjoy some snacks too. Look, Glenda, the entitled one wants to get in on some snacks, So his best bet or her is to be a content creator and put out the right type of content that you like, and he will be able to enjoy snacks from you as well. Okay. So hopefully the entitled one will be a content creator so Glenda can give him all the snacks that he desires, or she. Okay. So without further ado, and you got that shit right, Glenda. Ain't nothing in life is free, buddy. You got to earn your keep around here, buddy. Okay? I do earn my keep around here, buddy. All right? Jesus Christ, the entitled one. Maybe one day you will get some snacks. Glenda say not even water. Oh, we got a lot to talk about with this show, man. Now, I'm sure that y'all done heard the chatter. This lawsuit that's pending against Shannon Sharpe for alleged R word. So instead of me going through all that, I'll say allegedly sexual misconduct. Common Sense TV, what's the word? I see you. Happy Monday to you, bro. So I will say alleged because there's nothing been proven. Now, what I do, and shout out to Self Talk, because Self Talk be on point with his videos, and he gets right to the point. Now, before I play, excuse me. Before I play the Law and Criminal Network video of this situation with Shannon Sharpe and the lawsuit, I want to play what Self Talk had put on out there, right? And again, shout out to Self Talk. Self Talk, I am very people. If y'all been following me long enough, Self Talk most definitely knows who Johnny Blaze is. Oh, here go Carlos talking about some shout out. Hey, man, Bender. Here you go, Lakers in 5. Yeah, okay. Fair use. This fair use. This is for entertainment purposes only and to shed light on Shannon Sharpe's current situation with him in an alleged sexual misconduct. Okay? He has been sued for $50 million. All right? That part ain't alleged. That part is real.
Looking to sell your home without the headaches? Jeff here with JeffBuysYourHouse.com, your trusted home buyer in Chicago.
Okay. So on today's video, we got to talk about Shannon Sharpe. It's looking like Shannon Sharpe responded to the viral news that came out about him recently. That news had broke earlier. Everybody was reporting on it and talking about it. And yeah, man, in my opinion, I thought this is no surprise because we just seen the news earlier this week. Shannon Sharpe, as you guys can see right here, he has signed this big media contract for his podcast. Shannon Sharpe eyes $100 million podcast.
Now, this right here. Now, Yellow, yes, I do need to drink some tea. So you're right about that. I do, But for right now, I got a nice cold Modelo. See, Carlos? Carlos, I'm telling you, you will never, ever, 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 ever see me with no 211. No more. If it ain't this, if it ain't no Modelo, it may be a Corona. Yeah. I gotta have my Modelo, man. I gotta have my Modelo. Now, Carlos, back to you real quick before I continue, right? Now, I made the video on the last rip, and I said, I bet you the series that the Lakers don't win it in 5. Now, you know what messes all that up is that if Minnesota wins tomorrow, that messes all that up for you right there. Because then it won't be no Lakers in 5. You feel what I'm saying? The entitled one, you would have to, she's right in the chat. Why don't you just refer your question to her? I can't answer that for her. She her own individual. I can't. Right, there you go. She right there in the chat. You could just ask her.
Deal as volume contract expires. Sources tell Front Office Sports the Pro Football Hall of Famer has received multiple offers and is expected to sign a deal that would exceed $100 million. Shannon Sharpe partnered with the Volume in August 2023, several months after leaving FS1 Undisputed. Club Shay Shay immediately took off to become one of the biggest podcasts in sports, entertainment, particularly YouTube, where it's a juggernaut. Nightcat with co-host Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson also has a considerable audience. But yeah, man, Shannon Sharpe is signing a $100 million deal for Club Shay Shay and Nightcat. When I saw this allegation come out, and then I saw how much money this person was suing for $50 million, it was like, okay, this has to be one of his jump offs, somebody that he was allegedly freaking with, right?
But riddle me this, right, y'all? And I could be wrong. But what up with a 901? Why wouldn't this woman, right? Why wouldn't she just file for criminal charges first? Hey, KTC, why wouldn't this woman file for criminal charges first? And then she still could have came in and filed a lawsuit against him. To me, I mean, in my opinion, that would have just been the right thing to do. I mean, if it's alleged if what he did to this said woman, you know, since they haven't released her name or anything like that, right? If that really did happen, why wouldn't you go to the police? That's what I would want to know. Why go right to the lawsuit and now you want to sue the man for half of what he just signed for? He just signed for over $100 million to exceed over $100 million. 2 days after he signed his deal, now you coming at him with a lawsuit? Like, come on, man, it just ain't making no sense.
He stopped talking to him, and they just recently seen this news that Shannon Sharpe is about to sign a $100 million deal. Because why did this person feel like they need to come out and sue Shannon Sharpe for $50 million, right? So as you guys can see right here, here's the report that I want to show you guys before I show you guys Shannon Sharpe's response. So this report came out earlier today. New York Post posted it, and it said Shannon Sharpe accused of rape and $50 million lawsuit after rocky consensual relationship. As you can see, it says Hall of Fame tight end Shannon Sharpe has been accused of rape by a woman under the name Jane Doe in a 13-page, $50 million civil lawsuit filed Sunday and obtained by the Post. Like I said, this suit was filed Sunday. And of course, guys, the reports of Shannon Sharpe about to sign his $100 million media podcast deal was April 18th, which was a couple of days ago. So that person saw that, and then they felt like they needed to try to jump in front of some money, this opportunity to sue Shannon Sharpe because they know that he is about to sign this $100 million contract for his media deals for Club Shay Shay and Nightcat. But that's the report right here, guys. As you can see, Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $50 million. The report was filed Sunday. I don't want to go further along with that, but let me give you guys Shannon Sharpe's response. As you can see right here, guys, this is Shannon Sharpe's Twitter account, and he had put out these statements right here. He put out 2 pages of a statement, and I'll just pull it up right here, guys. Pretty much what Shannon Sharpe had put out, he is putting out showing that how consensual their relationship was. And yeah, man, it's just a lot of freaky text. And I do want to read this out, though. It says the edited tape that Jane Doe secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray, as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages, that the sexual activity was not consensual, but Mr. Sharpe now believes her secret taping was all part of her plan set up as part of her blackmail scheme.
these men that has a certain level of stature in the entertainment world, I mean, you would think that Shannon Sharpe would never, ever put himself in a position like this. Now, I'm not saying that he did anything inappropriate, right? But damn. But goddamn. Like, it makes it hard for a black man, especially that do have money, do have some stature. It just excuse me, it makes it real hard. And you try to really, give people the benefit of the doubt, right? But sometimes you just don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know. Just like Carlos said that I jumped out the window with Jay-Z. Now, I really didn't, though. Now, I didn't jump out the window with Jay-Z, but I just said that I don't put nothing past nobody nowadays. But I seriously, like, some in my spirit telling me, like, man, no, I just don't see Shannon Sharpe throwing away his career like that. I don't see him, me personally. Now, again, I could be wrong about my feeling about this or whatever the case may be. And it's okay. We all don't know. We won't know until it all hits the fans in the court system. That's it. But otherwise, no, I'm giving old Shay Sharpe the benefit of the doubt.
As distorted by her edited tape, a copy of which she refused to make available to Mr. Sharpe and his counsel. Mr. Sharpe denies all allegation of coercion and misconduct, especially the gross lie of rape, and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and the law. So yeah, man, Shannon Sharpe and his legal team is saying that this lady is trying to blackmail Shannon Sharpe, and also she had falsified the text messages and was deleting stuff to make it look like Shannon Sharpe was constantly pursuing her, and also she had video footage that she had edited and won't show Shannon Sharpe and his team the unedited version of.
Now it's an edited. Wait a minute. So now they saying now in defense of what Shannon Sharpe against his accuser, he's saying that they falsifying text messages and editing out parts of the video. Hey, Miss Eve, how you doing? Happy Monday. Hope all is well with you. They filed the lawsuit against old Shay Sharpe on Easter. They filed the lawsuit against old Shay Sharpe. This happened yesterday. Yeah, so he had got served with the lawsuit yesterday on Easter. But by being Easter, I guess they couldn't serve him, because it's a holiday, so they had to serve him this morning. Oh, that part I don't know. This happened a while back. They didn't say how long ago it was with the relationship. So that part, I'm not sure. Matter of fact, let me see if it's even said in this little clip with self-talk.
This video footage that she's trying to, I guess, blackmail Shannon Sharpe with, allegedly based off the statements that Shannon Sharpe had put out on his Twitter account. So yeah, man, Shannon Sharpe is saying that he is blackmailed. I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below. How do you feel about everything? I do think it is definitely sketchy based off of literally Saturday, the reports came out Shannon Sharpe was about to sign this big $100 million media contract deal for Club Shay Shay and Nightcap. And then Sunday, here comes this lawsuit being filed in motion from Jane Doe of $50 million that Shannon Sharpe allegedly raped her, right? So yeah, guys, that's the news for today's video. If you like videos like this or stuck around this long, man, hit that like button. That really does help support my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate that, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel. Catch you guys on our next one, and we out, guys. Peace.
Again, shout out to self-talk, self-talk, self-talk. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, this ain't, to me, this ain't nothing but a money play to me too, Carlos. That's how I look at this. Kim Pyer got a short. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me let y'all look at this short real quick.
Shannon Sharpe is breaking his silence on the $50 million lawsuit from an ex-girlfriend accusing him of SA. According to US Today, Pro Football Hall of Famer and media personality Shannon Sharpe is facing a lawsuit accusing him of SA and battery and engaging in intentional infliction of emotional distress. The lawsuit was filed on Sunday in Clark County, Nevada, and obtained by US Today Sports. The plaintiff, listed under the alias Jane Doe, said that she was in a relationship with Sharpe for nearly 2 years, and it began as a rocky consensual relationship. The woman, who's seeking $50 million in damages, says that she met Sharpe at a Los Angeles gym back in 2023 when she was 19 years old, and alleges in the lawsuit that Sharpe, who's currently 56, SA'd her twice, once in October of 2024 and again in January of 2025.
Wait, did I hear that right? Wait a minute. Let me rewind that to make sure I heard the age right. Hold on.
Los Angeles gym back in 2023 when she was 19 years old, and alleges in the lawsuit that Sharpe.
She was 19? Well, damn. Well, damn, old Shay Sharpe. Right. I mean, shit. Shit, keep the change. He way older than 20 years, though. That's damn near 30 years he got over her. Yeah, and she made sure to do her damn job, though, keep the change. And she made it out of relationship for the 2 years that they was involved. God damn. Look, the entitled one gonna say Young Box is mind-blowing, sir. Yeah, okay.
Sharpe, who's currently 56, SA'd her twice, once in October of 2024 and again in January of 2025. And according to the lawsuit, the woman says that Sharpe became violent over the course of the relationship, threatened to unalive her during one incident, and
now wait a minute now. Now come on, fair use. Oh, come on, man. So you mean to tell me yeah, Carlos, come on, man. So Shay Sharpe threatened to unalive you? Oh, come on, man. Come on. I just don't see that at all. Shay Sharpe don't seem like no dummy like that to put himself in harm's way that way.
Recorded their sexual encounters without her consent. I also think it's important to note that she's being represented by Tony Busby, who has the recent lawsuit against Jay-Z, the multiple lawsuits against Diddy. So Shannon Sharpe's attorney released text messages from Gabriella Zuniga, the Jane Doe in this lawsuit. They actually released her name. And some of those text messages seemed as if they were in.
Lazy Bones say she's of age. There's nothing but a money grab. Oh, I'm about to hear a name, KTC? Okay. All right.
To role play. So in the statement, the attorney says this lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. In regards to a video that
Let me rewind that again. I'm going to rewind that part, keep the change.
Sharpe's attorney released text messages from Gabriela Zuniga, the Jane Doe in this lawsuit. They actually released her name.
I just heard it. I just heard it, KTC. Gabrielle. Wow. What up with it, Lazy Bone? What's the word, man? Appreciate you sliding through. Yeah, she's not black at all. No, she's not black. Yeah, she most definitely up after that money from old Shay Sharpe. And you know what could end up happening in this situation, y'all? That old Shay Sharpe, just to keep her quiet, may have to settle with this young lady. Now it may not be, it ain't gonna be, they gonna settle and they gonna probably hit up with a nice little chunk just to get her ass to shut the hell up and go ahead on about her damn life. But she ain't getting no goddamn 50 million. Now, if I'm just saying, KTC, ain't that the way they normally do it? They don't continue to keep going to court over this shit. If it's, I mean, I'm not saying that he's did any wrongdoing, but as far as this even keep going, they'd rather just go ahead and settle out of court, give her a nice little sum, and tell her a Riverdale. Wait a minute. Now, Yam Sam say Shannon is part to blame, though, for how he be moving. He needs to settle down. Yam Sam, man, look, I ain't going to even hold you. Hey, that's how you want to move, though. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you want to move. So, you know, it is what it is. But just know he under the public eye, and he's up there in the entertainment field. He is a known public figure. So you trying to allow your personal life to get on here and you let people question you and put the jumper cables on you and you get all mad and upset. Yeah, Carlos, he an old player. That's it, Yella. That's it, that's all he wanted for.
Name. And some of those text messages seemed as if they were into role play. So in the statement, the attorney says this lawsuit filed by Gabriela Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. In regards to a video that they believe was heavily edited, they say this. They said, we believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. They continue, they say Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct, especially the gross lie of grape, and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false allegations vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and law. It should also be reported, it was just last week that it was announced that Shannon Sharpe was eyeing a new $100 million podcast deal.
This is... It's sad. It's sad, really, that a black man that has status in the entertainment world, y'all, like I said earlier, and he put in the work, he do what he need to do, but it's like it's always something or somebody or something to try to tear you down. This man just got a 5-year deal that exceeds over $100 million. Now, whoever this young lady is, the only thing that I have to wonder is, why did she file criminal charges against Shannon Sharpe? It's just about the money. It ain't about him going to jail. If he actually violated you and it was non-consensual, right? Then how in the hell you not going to file no criminal charges against this man to get this man locked up? I'm really trying to figure that part on out right there, right? Because, see, you skipped over the whole big process, in my opinion. My opinion is you would have got more out of filing criminal charges against Shannon Sharpe and then filing a lawsuit against the man. That would have gave you credibility to me, in my opinion. But you going right after this man money, right after he get his deal, like, I just can't take you seriously. I can't take this young lady. I can't take nothing that anything of face value. I can't take you seriously. Because I mean, this is just, to me, I would feel any woman that get violated, and if it's non-consensual, I wouldn't give a damn if he before his deal. Damn the deal. I'm just being honest. Damn that deal. How come you didn't file criminal charges against Shannon Sharpe for any type of sexual misconduct? Why? You didn't find it to be a problem beforehand, before you knew about his deal with the media company. You didn't find it to be no issue then. Man, shit. And you know the sad part about it is that people will most definitely run with the narrative that actually Shannon Sharpe actually did something wrong, and without any type of proof. Because it's a lawsuit, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like it's not like criminal court. This is court for lawsuit cases, right? So look at how all this don't even look right. Exactly, keep the change. He never filed a police report against this man if he was so violent. How come it's no type of paper trail to the effect of if that was the case, right? You would think that it would be some type of paper trail. Exactly, keep the change. That man said that he will unalive you, but it is no record of you calling the police and making a police report out to the effect of him doing that. And again, damn the deal, he still is a known celebrity. So why wouldn't you file a police report against old Shay Sharpe? I wonder, was he still tightening your damn pockets? I'm sure old Shay Sharpe was tightening your pockets now, girl. I'm sure of that. Oh, I'm sure of that. But old Shay Sharpe say, no, I'm tired of tightening up your damn pockets. I'm tired of supporting your goddamn lifestyle. You go get you a goddamn job. See, old Shay Sharpe, he figured like, no, you ain't gonna keep trying to blackmail me. I'm gonna cut your water off. Exactly, keep the change. He cut that young woman's water off. And now she's scrambling because she can't keep up with that certain lifestyle that she was afforded to at one point in time through old Shay Sharpe. Shay Sharpe was the one that provided her a certain type of way of living. You ain't gonna get me to believe that he wasn't giving that young woman no damn money now. Damn that. Shit. He was giving that young woman some money. Yeah. Man, man, keep the change. She could have invested that damn bread. Shit. She better take them $40 and sit down. Hey, look, this right here is wild thousands right here to me. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, right? This wild thousands. Straight up. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Now I'm about to play the video from Law and Criminal Network. All right. This was 5 hours ago. Explosive lawsuit claims Shannon Sharpe, R-word woman, and y'all know the rest.
Protecting your family's privacy shouldn't be complicated, but with Optory for Family, you can protect any exception because it begins. A woman can say yes to consensual sexual relations with a man 99 times, but when she says no, even once, that no means no. Defendant Shannon Sharpe, a man who's accustomed to getting what he wants, completely fails to understand this basic concept. After many months of manipulating and controlling plaintiff, a woman more than 30 years younger than he, and repeatedly threatening to brutally choke and violently slap her, Sharpe refused to accept the answer no and raped plaintiff, despite her sobbing and repeated screams of no. According to the complaint, Jane Doe worked out at this same gym as Shannon Sharpe in Los Angeles, and she was 19 at the time. This is what she claims. And she claims that he had been watching her during her workouts and finally introduced himself, insisting that she give him her number. And the filing says that Jane Doe found Sharpe, quote, physically.
Boy, they making him out to be a goddamn predator. God, Rachel, you hear? Now, I'm not saying that I'm just saying the way he laying it out, it seems as though that old Shay Sharpe is a goddamn predator. Lord Jesus Christ, boy. Boy, y'all got to, I know y'all paying attention to what's going on. I ain't got to tell y'all shit.
Intimidating. The lawsuit reads, over the next couple of weeks, Sharpe incessantly pursued plaintiff. He constantly approached her at the gym and attempted to contact her frequently with phone calls and text messages asking to meet up, unwilling to take no for an answer. Eventually, plaintiff gave in and agreed to meet with Sharpe outside of the gym. However, before doing so, Sharpe demanded that Doe sign a non-disclosure agreement, or NDA.
Yeah, Lazy Bone, come on, man. You know, man, Lazy Bone, come on, man. We ain't done, bro. We know damn well Shay Sharpe was breaking that young girl on off. He was breaking off with some change. He was taking care of that young girl, man. Stop playing, man. He was spoiling the fuck up out of it. You damn right he was. But enough was enough. He wanted to move on, and she steady. She, you know what I'm saying? She the one that's all hurt. The only reason that she hurt because he ain't taking care of her in her lifestyle the way he was before. He cut it off. Allegedly, I think I kind of snapped.
Something plaintiff found a bit concerning. She wondered why Sharpe was so insistent on her signing an NDA. She refused. Despite his repeated efforts to get her to sign, she refused time and again. Eventually, he dropped the issue and invited her to his house. Now, the lawsuit claims that this relationship between Sharpe and Jane Doe, again, more than 30 years his junior, was consensual, but it was rocky. She said he'd insisted they were exclusive, but then was caught multiple times lying about his whereabouts and who he was seeing. According to the filing, quote, by October 2024, Sharpe's behavior had grown progressively worse beyond anything plaintiff had experienced with him before. At this point, he was insistent upon recording their sexual activities, sometimes without her knowledge. Sharpe was also sharing the videos with others without her permission or knowledge. Sharpe would repeatedly tell Doe that he wanted to do to her things that would make no other man want her. By this point, Sharpe was no longer able to credibly maintain the relationship was exclusive. He had at this point accidentally or purposely, to advance his career, went live on Instagram while having sex with another woman. Sharpe flew into fits of anger when plaintiff noted his infidelity to the relationship or called him out about his extraneous activity.
What up with it, Kami? I see. Yeah, you hear this, KTC? Kami, what's the word, man? Salute to you. Happy Monday to you. You hear this shit? Man, come on, man. They pointed on thick on old Shay Sharpe.
What had once become manipulation, control, and intimidation now became something far more dangerous and sinister. Sharpe even figured out how to get into Doe's apartment complex without her permission. Sharpe made it clear that what Doe wanted was of no moment, that Sharpe would get what he wanted when he wanted it. In October 2024, Shannon Sharpe violently sexually assaulted and anally raped plaintiff 2 different times in Las Vegas, Nevada, blatantly ignoring her request for him to stop. He did it again in January. Now, before I get into...
That's all alleged. That's all alleged. That look, see, and that's why I hate that shit when they actually talk that way. That's all alleged. That's not me even condoning that you actually did that. But see, this is the thing, and this is how they set the narrative. This is how they set the narrative right here, ladies and gentlemen. They setting the narrative up for everybody to be able to bite down on it and run with it and go off and be like, yeah, this is what... No. That is all here. To me, that's all alleged anyway, because unless you got something to prove that that actually happened, it ain't nothing but words. Yeah, Carlos, I'm reading it. Trust me, I'm right there. I'm right there with it, man. Man, Kami, man, all truly well with you, man. All truly well with you, man. Glad to see you up in the chat. No, I'm right there with you. I know what this is all about.
To what the claims for relief are here. First, John, your thoughts on that narrative put forward by Jane Doe.
However you book, first check Kayak to search hundreds of travel sites at once and compare hotel prices to find a great deal.
Without the ones like you working tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. No matter your...
Yeah, I mean, it's deliberately graphic narrative. There's nothing inherently wrong with going into that level of detail in these types of cases to kind of get the court's attention on how serious this is. But it's probably on the more graphic side of the scale in terms of these types of pleadings.
If there are recordings, how would she be able to get access to them, and how could that help her case?
Well, when she gets into civil discovery, she can demand copies of those. Whether they exist or ever existed, we don't know. But if they do exist, he'll be required to produce those. I mean, those could be significant. I mean, if you have videotapes of either non-consensual behavior or behavior that regardless of how it appears, looks like there's surreptitious recordings of somebody. I mean, that's definitely something that would look really bad for any defendant.
Is it problematic for her that they were in a relationship? He talks about in the beginning of the lawsuit, a woman could say yes 99 times. If she says no once and you continue on, that's sexual assault, that's rape. Do you believe that them being in a consensual relationship for a long period of time or a period of time, do you believe that, according to her claims, even after being asked to sign an NDA, she nonetheless engaged in a relationship with him? Do you think that hurts her credibility?
I don't think it hurts her credibility. I think it's something that a defendant can use to their advantage to show the number of times that there was consensual sexual behavior, as a suggestion that maybe these instances are being manipulated for the purpose of financial gain. So it's not quite as bright line as if though there had been never any sexual contact between the two of them. But, maybe if this was 25 years ago, it'd be more of a problem. I think these days jurors have an understanding that people in intimate relationships can also be victims of sexual violence. So I wouldn't call it a big problem, but it's something that could be manipulated.
I'm just reading this this January 2025 alleged sexual assault. It's pretty disgusting. I mean, she basically says that she was begging for him to stop. He became more aggressive. He wouldn't wear protection, and that this sexual assault lasted roughly 10 minutes. I'm not going to get into the details of it. How does she prove that? Is it just her testimony?
Right. Thank you for. How do she prove that? How? All the graphic details that she could tell, okay, fine. But where's the proof? How is she going to be able to just prove that? Come on, man. We going off of words. We ain't got no video proof of all of this. None of that. We got to take her word for it that old Shannon Sharpe did some sexual misconduct against her.
Is it that if she told anybody, let's say she didn't tell anybody, didn't tell authorities, is it just her testimony against his? I mean, will that be the key of it, her taking the stand and explaining this happened to her?
That's going to be the center of it for the both of them. They both have the ability to describe what did or didn't happen, and it's going to be believability. Like you said, if she did tell somebody, that's helpful. If she sought any sort of medical treatment, that's also helpful. But it's also possible that neither of those things happen. It just becomes one person's word against another.
So she is suing for assault, sexual assault, battery, sexual battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. I imagine there's probably no statute of limitations issue since this is alleged to have occurred in 2023. Are these relatively broad causes of action?
So if all of this happened in 2023, right? Why didn't you go to the police? Why did you go to the precinct and go file criminal charges against Shannon Sharpe? See, then it's going to always lead back to that, because now what you're saying is, fuck trying to put him in jail. I want his money. But if he violated you the way you said he is, then shit, fuck that. It's supposed to be you taking them all down. Fuck that. I want him to go to jail, and I'm going to take his money before he go to jail. You get a double whammy. What the fuck? I mean, damn. I mean, that to me will get him, that would end him right there. You take him to court criminally. Then you take him to court and sue the fuck up out of him. You kill them both. You kill them twice. You kill them twice. So you letting it be known it's just about the bread, because you going straight for the money. Insatiable is my name. I see you up in the building, sir. Good evening. God bless you, bro. God bless you, man. Hope all is well. Kimmy, you following me? To me, and this is just to me, maybe it's just me, but all them charges that man just laid out the way for the lawsuit, how come them same charges couldn't have been applied for a criminal lawsuit? I mean, a criminal suit. I'm just trying to say, especially if you want some type of credibility, at least the police would have did some investigation. They would have looked into it. You going to court just saying that the man violated you, and you putting all these type of charges on this man. This is insane.
Action, specific causes of action, are they particularized in any way? Talk to me about what you believe about these causes of action that she's suing under.
I mean, that matches the facts of what she's alleged. I think they're relatively specific to the information that's in the complaint. So, that's the kind of collection of claims I would expect any attorney to bring, given those facts that they laid out in the complaint.
And the defense would be that either this didn't happen or it was consensual, right?
Right. That's pretty much the two options. Most of the time these days, because of things like, DNA or other ways to corroborate some sort of sexual activity, consent becomes the number one defense. So that's what we see most of the time.
Remember when I said this was a $50 million lawsuit? So I want to read you what she's suing for. General damages in the sum of excess of $10 million, special damages in the sum of excess $10 million, punitive damages $20 million, statutory penalties $10 million. How do that feels like a lot of money? I mean,
hold the fuck up.
That feels like a lot of money. Damages.
Hold up. Do y'all see this shit? Do y'all see this shit right here? They have look at this list right here. 10 million, 10 million, 20 million, 10 million. You kept a relationship with this man for 2 years. And now look at this shit right here. The minute that this man come into some more money.
In the sum of excess of $10 million, special damages in the sum of excess $10 million, punitive damages $20 million, statutory penalties $10 million. How do that feels like a lot of money? I mean, now that you also wonder, how do you put a price on if this really did happen? How do you put a price on sexual assault? But at the same time, $50 million for general, special, punitive, statutory penalties. Talk to us about what those mean and whether or not those would be appropriate in a situation like this.
Yeah, so the general damages are going to be her emotional distress damages. So what's the general impact to her now and kind of for the years to come as a result of going through this? If this happened, and I want to underscore, we don't know if this happened, but if this happened, $10 million does not seem to me like an excessive amount of emotional distress damages. I mean, it's...
A 3% IRA match with Robinhood Gold. The reckoning has commenced.
Let's go ahead and head on to the bathroom and see if simpler is really simpler and see if simpler can get rid of all this white.
This is something that would stay with somebody for the rest of their life and be a significant struggle at various points in their life. The special damages are going to be economic losses. Those can be harder to establish. I mean, you'd have to use an economist to try to talk about how this is going to impact somebody's future career and their therapy.
Wait a minute, Blurred. I just noticed what you said up in the chat. If she's 19, that would make her 17 when they started. 19 minus 2 years is 17. Wait, hold on. Wait, I don't know if she, damn. No, I don't think it's that way, Blur. I don't think it's that way. No. I think she was 19 when it first started. I don't think she was 17. No. Hell no. I think he got with her at 19 though, bro. God damn. God damn, Blur. You trying to knock him in the dirt. No, Blur. We ain't running with that narrative over here. No. That's why I had to... That's why I had to... Wait, why you think I did a double take on what you said? I'm like, wait. No, my nigga, no. She was 19 when all that happened. I mean, she was 19 when she first got up with Shannon Sharpe. So no. Woo, Lord Jesus. No, we don't need them type of narratives on over here. We look, I stick to the truth. Fuck them damn narratives. Shit, fuck that shit. Oh, hell no. That's a real fucked up narrative right there.
therapy, psychiatry, that sort of thing. It might be difficult to get up to $10 million for the special damages. The punitive damages, $20 million, those are damages that are just designed to punish somebody for their conduct. And again, if what has been outlined in the complaint is accurate, I could see a jury awarding that sum. We talked about a case the other day where it was 1.7.
Now, I agree with that, though, Keep the Change. Let's hope she didn't lie about her age. That part right there, KTC. Yeah, that part right there. Let's hope she didn't lie about her age to old Shay Sharpe. I ain't no damn hater, Carlos. Shit. I ain't gonna slander that man. I ain't gonna slander old Shay Sharpe's name. Because I find it to be sketchy anyway. I could think for myself. And I know full well if all of what they named off in the charges that old Shannon Sharpe did to this young lady, then ain't no way in the fuck you ain't gonna tell me you wouldn't go and file criminal charges against this man knowing the stature that he has in the entertainment world. It's no way. Man, shit. And we all know, look, Carlos, we all know that's a lie. Hey, it ain't gonna be no Lakers in 5 because Minnesota gonna tap that ass tomorrow, and it's gonna be over with for that Lakers in 5 bullshit. Yeah, it's gonna be over with for all that Lakers in 5 bullshit. Come toward tomorrow. Yeah, come toward tomorrow now. That Minnesota bench gonna spank their ass again. I already done told you I was gonna bet that shit. You talking about you ain't gonna bet on you betting on the whole series of the winner. No, I don't want to bet that way. No, I want to bet that you said that the Lakers in 5, so I'm holding you to that. I say that it ain't gonna be in 5. So if Minnesota wins tomorrow and beat them, then it's no more talk. It's no more talk as far as Lakers in 5. So it don't matter to me, even if the Lakers win the series. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm going off the strength of you said that the Lakers is in 5. That's it. It ain't going to be just Lakers in 5 because that bench is wet as hell. You said bet tomorrow game 25? Man, all right, man, it's a bet, man. I bet Minnesota I bet that bench. So y'all hear me, Carlos, I got you. I got that bet for 25. I bet the game for 25 that Minnesota going to pull it out again. Now, I bet you that game. Yeah, I'll go ahead and bet you that game. I got you.
$7 billion that was awarded for against one individual. That was for 40 women, but still was about $42 million per plaintiff. So the punitive damage figure is high. I mean, these are all really high numbers, but they're not. I don't think they're inappropriate in terms of what they have in the complaint. I'm not sure what the statutory penalties are, what they're referring to. That's probably something that's specific to Nevada law.
Interesting. Well, actually, talking about other lawsuits, by the way, in this filing, in Busby's filing, it also mentions a lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe out of New York. This one was filed by a woman named Michelle Evans, who's representing herself. She filed her complaint in New York State Court in December 2023. The case is still ongoing. She's suing for defamation, libel, slander of a woman, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligent infliction of emotional distress, seeking at least $14 million in damages. And Evans makes many of the same claims against Sharpe that Jane Doe does, including that she tried to distance herself from him after learning he...
Wait, so I didn't know that it was a case already pending against old Shannon Sharpe. Did y'all just see that? Wait, let me rewind that again. I didn't know that. Wait a minute. Let me rewind that part again. Hold on.
Damages. The punitive damages, $20 million, those are damages that are just designed to punish somebody for their conduct. And again, if what has been outlined in the complaint is accurate, I could see a jury awarding that sum. We talked about a case the other day where there's $1.7 billion that was awarded for against one individual. That was for 40 women, but still was about $42 million per plaintiff. So the punitive damage figure is high, and these are all really high numbers, but they're not. I don't think they're inappropriate in terms of what they have in the complaint. I'm not sure what the statutory penalties are, what they're referring to. That's probably something that's specific to Nevada law.
Interesting. Well, actually, talking about other lawsuits, by the way, in this filing, in Busby's filing, it also mentions a lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe out of New York. This one was filed by a woman named Michelle Evans, who's representing.
Her name is Michelle Evans out of New York. Michelle Evans out of New York files a lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe. Damn, I wonder why I never heard. Up until now, I've never knew anything about this, about a situation, excuse me, with another woman filing a lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe. Did not know that. Blur said Michelle, the female he used to always talk about. Man, I didn't know it was that Michelle.
Herself. She filed her complaint in New York State Court in December 2023. The case is still ongoing. She's suing for defamation, libel, slander of a woman, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligent infliction of emotional distress, seeking at least $14 million in damages. And Evans makes many of the same claims against Sharpe that Jane Doe does, including that she tried to distance herself from him after learning he was having sexual relations with other women, but that he became enraged and attacked her. In fact, her lawsuit contains an alleged quote from Shannon Sharpe that matches, I will say, almost word for word, a line in Jane Doe's complaint. So Evans' lawsuit says that Sharpe told her during a sexual assault that, quote, he would make it so no other man would want me. Again, you just heard that. Jane Doe's lawsuit reads, Sharpe would repeatedly tell Doe that he wanted to do to her things that would make no other man want her. And Evans' complaint also states Michelle Evans was subjected to non-consensual sexual encounters, which in itself is a deeply traumatic experience.
Jeff here with JeffBuysYourHouse.com, your trusted home buyer in Chicagoland. With nearly 2 decades
experience that has resulted in long-term psychological harm, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, severe anxiety, and depression. The trauma is exacerbated by the public defamatory statements made by Shannon Sharpe, which have led to public humiliation, loss of dignity, and a sense of betrayal. And she even provided a chart showing how Sharpe's alleged actions impacted her. According to a sworn affidavit from Sharpe, he denies the allegations that Michelle Evans has laid against him, says it was actually Evans who was manipulative and threatening, says that she was harassing him via text messages and phone calls. So it makes me wonder, since at the time of this recording, John, we're still like, this is breaking news. We haven't seen a response yet from Shannon Sharpe. Could come out later after we air this. What do you imagine you're going to hear from him or his side?
Well, first of all, I think that they're going to be careful about saying too much right now. They're going to probably strongly deny the allegations and look forward to their day in court and maybe some other strong language. But I expect it to be somewhat generalized and not responding to some of the individual facts of the case. In regards to that other lawsuit, what they're probably going to say is, well, sure, it lines up. Mr. Busby had the opportunity to read this lawsuit before drafting his own, so that's the reason why they match up. So I would expect down the road.
Tony Busby, that's the lawyer, y'all. Tony Busby. Again, I do not like that lawyer, and I have nothing against lawyers. I just don't like him. Tony Busby is the worst, in my opinion. I would not hire him at all to be my damn lawyer. I guarantee you that. No. You take your shady ass on because you the worst.
We may hear something like that from the Sharpe camp.
Yeah, I was wondering. I mean, there's two ways of looking at it. You could say someone could say, I accept that both of these accounts are legitimate. Obviously, you know, they would say Shannon Sharpe has a pattern here. He says the same things. He does the same things. Or alternatively, this Jane Doe read that lawsuit and said, oh, she claimed that, I'll claim that. You know, it's you piggyback off of it. Do you think that this is a case that would be advantageous for him to settle? I mean, obviously, we do not know what happened, right? He could say none of this is true. I want to fight. I want to clear my name, go through litigation, expensive. There's an emotional toll. There's a lot of different factors. But if you settle it, what message does that send?
Yeah, it's a tough situation because you don't want to settle it. You don't really want to go to trial on it either. I mean, going to trial in a year and a half and having all of this testimony come out, if it's consistent with what's in this complaint, you know, if somebody feels like they've been wrongfully accused, they want to vindicate themselves, they want to prove their innocence in court. But from a PR standpoint, for somebody who's high profile like Mr. Sharpe, going to trial is going to be a difficult proposition for him. But what's the message of settling it? You know, maybe after things have calmed down, there might be a space to settle it and say, look, this was a business decision. I still don't believe anything what she's saying.
Didn't I say this earlier, y'all? Keep the change. Didn't I say this earlier? That in certain cases, they wouldn't, in Shannon Sharpe's case, it probably wouldn't be in his best interest to try to drag this out and try to fight it in court. Go ahead and settle with that young girl and move on. I just did not, or did I not just say, I just spoke about this not too long ago. I've been saying, and in my opinion, I don't want to see Shannon Sharpe up in court for this dumbass shit. Just go ahead and settle with that young girl and move on.
But it was worth it to me to be able to move on with my life.
Oh,
and, you know, and that.
Hell no, keep the change. Man, he better, man, no, damn, no, not no damn 50 million. Man, he better get that heifer a cool meal and get the fuck gone. Give her a cool meal. Man, look, we'll never know what they settled for in the first damn place. That all would be private. But man, I wouldn't give her, at best, $2 million. Shit, right. Okay, I'll go as far as $5 million. You know, I could go along with $5 million, Carlos. Give her $5 million, tell her ass to kick rocks. Because ain't no way in the fuck she about to get no goddamn 50 million. She reaching like a motherfucker. Straight up, she reaching.
That's the messaging that you can have once the initial media calms down. But whether or not it's something he wants to do or not, we'll have to see.
Could this potentially result?
Oh, Carlos, that lawyer gonna do her in. That lawyer gonna do her in. That lawyer is gonna do her in. If she wins, oh, that lawyer gonna have his grubby paws out on mostly all her goddamn money. She gonna say bye-bye. She on paper, she just a win, but when it goes down to it, she ain't gonna get all that goddamn money like that. Look, 901 say shit. That motherfucker would get a defamation case. That's what she'll get. Fuck out of here. I know that shit right, 901. You ain't gonna be slandering my goddamn name, and you know that shit ain't true. And I ain't gonna even do all that goddamn lip boxing on no goddamn internet to try to prove my innocence to a bunch of strangers online. I'm gonna let the courts, I'm gonna let the proof, I'm gonna let everything on out. But all that doing all that lip boxing on the internet, no, that ain't gonna help. No, that ain't gonna help at all. You shut your goddamn mouth and you get with your goddamn lawyer. Y'all come up with a game plan. That's it, that's all. But all that sitting up here trying to get online and, you know, you trying to prove your innocence to strangers on the internet, that type of shit don't work. Because everybody just looking at you crazy. They don't believe you. Shit, what the hell? I'm tired of strangers trying to make me believe them on they bullshit though. And then when it comes out the shit ain't even true on what they saying, then they looking dumb and stupid. I don't even care. That's why you don't hear me talking about every single thing what a motherfucker say or do, because then if, like I said, it comes out different down the road, then you be looking like, well, damn, my nigga, didn't you just say this? But now it's this. Hey, that's a business move when you make it, when you in a different, and when you in that type of tax bracket 901, shit, hey, you gotta have you some hush money. If you a black man with status and they giving you bread, you better have you some hush money on the side, basically. Yeah. You better have you some hush money on the side. It's just evident, man, that any black man that gets that's up there in the status in the entertainment world, just have you some hush money on this damn side now. Make sure now you have you some hush money. Shit. Right. There you go, Carlos. Get that Nike shoebox and give it to her. Right. Shit. I'm trying to tell you, man. Shit, man, these motherfuckers ain't gonna let you off the hook. Man, look. KTC say might have to cut her brake line. I know, right? Like, wait a minute now. Shit. Fuck that shit. You do it too damn much. What up with it, Steely Dan? Oh shit, KTC, your ass a fool. And then Carlos gonna say, not the brake line. No, right, Carlos. Yeah, put some flour in her tank or some sugar. Yeah, put some sugar up in her tank or something, man. Shit. Hold on, man. I'm about to take me a quick commercial and then I'm going to get into the next video, man. Shout out to Andre O.D. Kimball. You lousy motherfuckers that don't support me anyway, that call yourself hate me, ain't never met me, ain't never had a real conversation with me, man, but you hate me so much. And I love it. Because guess what? I don't know me. Fuck about your motherfucking hate. You don't know me in real time. You only know the persona that what I portray on YouTube. You don't know me in real life, and I don't know you in real life. I will never disrespect you and call you out your name, and I never did. But everybody else does, and you accept that. I don't disrespect you. I get loud. So fucking what? You lousy motherfuckers. So you lousy motherfuckers. I'm not no quiet spoken individual. I get loud from time to time. That's me. I don't mean no disrespect because I also know how to talk. You lousy motherfuckers. I also know how to temper myself down. But what I don't allow in my spirit is bullshit. You lousy motherfuckers. That's what I don't tolerate. I don't tolerate no bullshit from any motherfucker on this app. If you're on bullshit, I'm calling it out. Fuck about you lousy motherfuckers. You know why? Because if I do some fuck shit, you can call me out. You think I got time to yourself hate me. Ain't never met me. Ain't never had a real conversation with me. But you hate me so much. And I love you. Because guess what? I don't give a fuck about your motherfucking hate. You lousy motherfucking nigga. I give a fuck about any one of you lousy that sit up here and talk lousy motherfuckers. Keep talking, motherfuckers. Keep talking. I love that shit. Why you lousy motherfuckers wake up thinking about lousy motherfuckers that don't see. You lousy motherfuckers that don't see. Anyway, and call yourself hate. I ain't never met me. Ain't never had a real conversation with me. But you hate me so much. And I love you. Because guess what? I don't give motherfuckers. Got all of you. Ain't never met me, ain't never had a real conversation with me, but you hate me so much, and I love you, because guess what, I don't give a fuck about your motherfucking hate. I don't give a fuck about your hate. I don't. I get paid. Y'all hit that like button. You're paid to cold. And I can make it funny. I want you talentless. Sons of bitches won't be. It's going to be 2000. Man, y'all gonna continue to be mad at a motherfucker like me. Because guess what? This shit ain't easy. Before I get it to the next video, I want to speak on TJ apologizing to SoFly. This is my opinion alone, right? I think that was some stand-up shit, regardless if y'all think that the apology was sincere or not, right? Regardless of his rhyme or reason, don't matter to me, right? But him manning up and just apologizing for all the bad things that he ever spoke about, SoFly, whatever the case may be. Hey, I salute that. Now again, time will only tell if he really meant the apology, but that's not for me to judge or decide or whatever the case may be. I don't give a shit about all that, right? But for him to, on his own channel first, to apologize and then go over there to her channel to try to apologize, I mean, did he have to do that? No. Do I care about his rhyme or reasoning behind what led him up to apologizing to SoFly? That's none of my concern. That's none of my concern. No, that is none of my concern. I don't give a shit about that. So it is what it is. That's just the way I look at it, y'all. Again, y'all say whatever y'all want to say about this situation, but again, it could be a play. It could be him being sincere and just apologizing to SoFly. You know what I'm saying? So, again, time will only tell if he actually meant that apology. Then he won't speak on SoFly again. Yeah, he won't speak about it. If he really meant that apology, then he won't speak about SoFly. He won't speak on her clothes. He won't do none of that. 901 say, I'll salute it when I feel it's real. It sounds good. She asked Shannon to choke her with a dog calling, what? Now, I didn't see, damn, wait a minute, now keep the change. I didn't see that up in the damn text message. She asked Shannon to choke her with a dog collar in the text message. Now, what type of sick? Hey, G Mama Body, how you doing? What type of sick shit is that? Oh, you know what? I don't even care. People is just insane. Want to get choked out with dog collars. So you want to just, you know what? Never mind. Let me shut up. Can't believe a woman want a dog collar put on her damn neck and get choked out. That's now this one right here, y'all. I didn't look at this video. I wanted, like I said, I want to give y'all my raw reaction to it. This happened on July the 27th, 2024. Officers was dispatched in response to reports of a distressed barefooted toddler wandering near a busy roadway. This is footage of the events that followed. Fair use. This is for educational purposes only and to shed light about this situation right here with her mom and her toddler was wandering off away from the house.
Auto industry prices are rising, but at Fair Oaks Lincoln, you can take advantage of our current large selection.
Is she not here?
I have a feeling he's not.
No, you're saying he's not.
I don't know. Is he wearing blue?
On July 27th, 2024, officers were dispatched in response to reports of a distressed barefoot toddler wandering near a busy roadway.
Hi, officer.
Hi.
We're the one who called.
Oh, sweet goodness. Hey, buddy.
There you go.
How are you? Where you live, my man? Oh, okay. All right, we can do that. Buddy, where you live? You live over here? What's your name? Oh, buddy. Buddy. What's your mommy's name? Do you live over here? Yeah? Over there? Oh, I know, buddy. I know.
So we caught him.
Yeah.
Wandering across over this water fence here.
Okay.
And he was like
Almost blind as we all.
Yeah. You got your driver's license on you, sir?
Yes.
What is the plan, officer?
I don't know yet. I'll figure it out.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll find. I got a couple more officers coming on their way to help me.
Oh, okay, good.
Where'd you see him exactly?
Well, right here.
Right here?
Right here. We were headed down to the airport.
Oh, I appreciate you guys stopping.
He was all wet too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's blind.
He's walking barefoot, I believe. So I have a feeling maybe he walked off from his apartment.
Yeah, I know, and I think I have a feeling where, and it's going to be.
And I think the parents are on the way. Yeah.
No, unfortunately, the moms. I have a sick feeling. I know where this much belongs. Can you write this down for me? He jumped right in my arms when I got here.
Can I what?
Write that down for me. That's just a complaint. I can't do both. Did you get a phone number from him? I got nothing yet. When I walked to the window, he jumped in my arms.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna see if I have a
Foley, I know the way the world works with ironicness and police work. This is, I guarantee, I have a sick feeling this is going to be the complainant's kid from the earlier call.
It's the complainant's child.
When I knocked on the door, she's like, yeah, this guy's, I reconnected with him after high school. He's been acting weird. Now he woke my kid up.
We're gonna go to the police department and sort it all out. Let me see if I have a car seat. Just a minute.
So, I mean, I kind of want to see if he can point me out to where he lives. He keeps pointing over here.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming he does come from here.
I mean, I hate to say it. I almost want to call this woman and be like, hey, Brooke, I just want to make sure you still have your kid. She had a child, a 2-year-old, she said was awake, that he woke up, a boy. And ironically enough, now I have a boy walking in the same area.
Well, let's get their information. Let's get him down to the police department. I'm not going to
Well, no, obviously.
turn him over to DCFS. We'll call her from the police.
They're not going to take him. Thank you. He like literally, I rolled on the window and he put his arms out and jumped in my arms. God, I hope I'm wrong, dude.
He crossed over in between these.
Right here.
Yeah.
Like on the easement, like by the.
For one, for the officer to even say that, the child jumps and runs into the officer's arms. The officer states he's afraid to even think about who this child really belongs to. The officer actually knows who the child belongs to. You parents that's sitting up here having kids that allow your kid to walk outside the house, get the door open some type of way and just wander off. Allegedly, that would make me think a couple of things that could make you be that what's the word that I'm looking for? Neglecting your children, right? Drugs or either alcohol. It's one of the two. Because ain't no way that you not seeing and making sure that your young child, 1-2 years old,
He was walking along the side, and I said,
on this side of the
yeah, but
house?
we're headed south on 31st.
Okay.
And we're passing by. He says, hey, you see what I'm saying? I talked to my wife. He says, yeah, the boy seems to be frantic and crying. I said, whoa. I says, he's in his pajamas, you know?
We're going to get him all.
And so what happened is that, oh, he's got cross. He says, do something. So I turned around really quick.
You did good, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. I guess he's in good hands. Huh?
You got him, buddy. I promise.
All right.
I'm going to look for, I'm going to get car feeding.
Are we okay now?
Yeah, you're good, man.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Sure. I'm just alcohol.
Don't worry about it, bro. My job's dirty. I'm used to it. Foley, I just have a gut feeling. Is your mom's name Brooke? Yeah.
G mama body, that may be true. But as far as child-proofing things, that's one thing. But like, you still got to pay attention to your child, especially when they toddlers of 1 or 2 years old. Like, where was her attention at when her child just mysteriously walked up out the damn house and started wandering off in the damn roads? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, child-proofing, yes, most definitely. I get that part. But where was the attention at? Where was her antennas when her son just didn't wander off all outside in the damn roads? I mean, damn. I mean, what the fuck was she really doing?
I hope your mom's not. I hope I'm wrong. It's just so ironic that she told me when with that guy that she was that she woke her son, that she woke his son up.
Well, like, did she know him?
Yeah, they reconnected after they went to high school together. She just realized he was a drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, Foley, like he needs a new diaper too.
Oh, okay,
Well, if the boyfriend was a drunk, then chances are she was right there drinking along with him. So, I had a funny feeling it was alcohol involved with this. But I'm glad that part got out, because now I can really assume that she was drinking right along with the boyfriend. So not only was he a drunk, she probably allegedly was a drunk too.
can't get that right this second.
Fully, I know. You need to calm down.
I can run to Walgreens.
I didn't say that. I was just making a statement.
I absolutely guarantee he does.
I can smell the pee on him.
I'm gonna go knock on that woman's door.
Not yet, you're not. But yes.
Why not? If she's right here, you don't. If you take him, I can't go knock to confirm if that's the mom or not.
Well, if you do, though, I mean, you'd be ready to. You're gonna
Arrest her.
Yeah.
Well,
We have to. It'd be so nice to have another hand right this second.
if you want me to go to that's fine. We'll go down to the PD with them.
Well, it'd be nice. I think it'd be nice to see how long it takes her to.
Matter of fact, let me move this along because I want to get to the part of when the police actually goes to her house. All right. Okay, wait a minute. Here we go.
This is gonna sound crazy, Brooke. This is no knock on you. How old's your kid?
He just turned 3.
What's he wearing?
Is he not here?
I have a feeling he's not.
Oh, you're saying he's not?
Go. I don't know. Go. Is he wearing blue striped pajamas?
Yes. I'm sorry. I fell back asleep. I've been up since 5 in the morning.
How much did you have to drink last night? Can we come in?
Yeah, you can come in.
Bruce, come on.
Oh my God! Stop!
You notice the first thing that the officer asked her is how much you had to drink.
Oh, this is true. Where is he?
I have him.
I'm going to have a panic attack right now.
How much did you have to drink last night, Brooke?
I had 1 beer.
One beer all night.
Yes, I'm sick. I'm getting over a cold. I'm sorry, I'm about to have a panic attack right now. Oh, God. He got over his gate. I was literally sleeping. I didn't go to bed till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so he was in here.
Yes, in here. And he
Okay, well, when I was
it.
here earlier, you said he was awake, and I said, "Go pay attention to your child."
Yes, and then he
And
fell
instead-
back asleep. I promise you, he fell back asleep. Oh my God.
How much alcohol do you think is in your system right now? You need to be honest with me now. I don't think you only had one beer. He was walking around with a bottle of tequila.
Is this 18?
Yeah, 1850 or 208.
Wait. So wait. Hold up. So you mean to tell me that baby had a bottle of tequila in his hand? Oh, hell no. Yeah, she's a fallen bona fide drunk.
I probably had a shot and a beer. I can do a breathalyzer.
Your kid was walking down 31
No.
with no shoes on.
Can I call my mom?
Not right now.
I don't know how he keeps getting.
Has this happened before?
Yes. Yes. He's gotten like out the door before. I literally bought something right here.
What's his name?
Crew.
Crew?
Yeah. I bought this that goes over the door.
Okay, and why isn't it on there?
It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit, and I mean, you can see I've tried putting it on a million times. And now I have to order a new one.
Are you willing to take a breathalyzer? I want to see where you're at alcohol-wise.
Yes.
21 from 31. Can you grab me a PBT and meet me up here, please?
She going to jail. She's still going to jail. You taking a breathalyzer at this point, to me, don't matter because right now it don't seem like you really that much under the influence. Not to me, at least. You could be. But that breathalyzer really don't matter at this point because you're going to jail.
Because I don't know what to do at this point. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, it's
I cannot believe this. I was up all night.
Yeah,
getting over a cold.
No, you were up all night with a guy you had over.
Yes, and I don't ever want to see that guy again. And
Oh my God. Hey Trilly, how you doing? Hope all is well. Happy Monday to you. Good evening. Happy Monday. look, this man, look, all right. I know you being the police and and you trying to give her some good advice and all this and that, but it be certain things like a police can still overstep their boundaries with. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fine. The dude ain't a good dude or whatever the case may be in your opinion. But okay, so what? Yeah, right. Bringing a random man around your child like that ain't good at all.
So here's how outside perception looks. You had to call 911 this morning. What time was it? About 5?
Yeah, like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Because a drunk guy that you were partying with, you hooked back up from high school, was over, and you no longer wanted to party with him. When you were when I was here earlier, your mascara was all running. You looked clearly disheveled.
Yeah,
you look clearly
Crying.
intoxicated.
Okay.
And now 2 hours later, after you told me your child was awake, instead of going to take care of him, it appears to me you went and passed out. As I'm saying, the breathalyzer is going to help you a lot, because if you're going to come back low, that's going to help your case.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do a breathalyzer.
So I have an officer coming with a portable breath test to see where you're at. But this looks bad. Do you at least agree with that?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yes.
All right. At the very least, can you do me a favor? Because your child's at the police department. I don't know how long he's going to stay there, because I'm going to call DCFS.
No.
I have to. I'm required to.
Damn, DCFS about to get involved now. You letting random dudes around your kid. I don't care if you did go to high school with him or whatever. He ain't the father of that child. You partying with him, it gets out of hand. You called the police. You drunk at 5 o'clock in the damn morning with a little one, 3 years old. You go and pass the fuck out after all the bullshit that you went through. You pass out. The 3-year-old, he wondering. At that time, he hungry. He feels like at that point he got to fend for himself. So ain't no lock on the damn door. Ain't no chain on the damn door. Kids are smart these days. They get their ass up out them damn doors. So he goes on out. He gets into the streets. He fending for himself at this point because mama ain't fending. Mama ain't got no time for me because she want to party and get drunk with an old high school buddy. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Can you pack your child a bag? Because he needs a diaper change.
Yes. Can I call my mom also?
Not right now, no. I haven't decided if I'm going to arrest you or not yet.
Why would I get arrested?
Child endangerment?
I know, but he climbed over the gate.
That
I was sleeping.
I understand that. And that would be fine if we didn't have the prior contact with you. The prior contact with you does not help. Okay. I was here 2 hours prior when you clearly appeared intoxicated, kicking your intoxicated hookup out because he was walking around with a bottle of tequila. Okay. You told me then the child was awake. Okay. I told you, go.
My bad. The dude had a bottle of tequila. I was about to say, why in the fuck would the 3-year-old have a bottle of tequila just walking around? So let me retract that. What I thought, I misheard that. The boyfriend was the one. Yeah, I thought it was the damn baby Trillion. Like, wait, like hold the fuck up. Like, what type of party going on here? A 3-year-old walking around with a bottle of tequila, turning it up. Like, hold on, wait a minute. We don't let no damn 3-year-old baby turn up with no damn bottle of no damn tequila. Now y'all better knock it off. Just knock it off, okay? People is outrageous. Shit. Letting the 3-year-old just go around with a goddamn fifth of tequila, just turning it up. He get to talking Espanol. You be like, wait a minute now. Remember, you was born in the USA. Shit, you drink a little tequila, goddamn it, now you want to turn into a full-blown Mexican. The fuck?
Go tend to your child.
Yeah, you did.
And you went back to sleep.
Well, he also went back to sleep. I put my son back to sleep also.
He was asleep.
Yes, I put him back to sleep, put him back in bed, and then I went into my room and I went to bed.
And he was awake by the guy not wanting to leave?
Yes, that's what he was up for at like, I don't know, it probably started like 1 o'clock in the morning. He was yelling all around my house and everything. I tried getting him out of here multiple times. I called his sister multiple times. I left her messages. She wouldn't answer. And, you know, I called you guys. You guys got him out of here. I had my son, put him back in his bed and everything. I turned the TV on for him so he can just lay down, relax. And then I went to bed.
Was he sleeping when you went to bed?
Yeah, he was tired.
I didn't ask if he was tired. Now I've asked you, was he asleep? Or did you just lay him down in front of the TV and go lay down? Did you lay with your child long enough to make sure?
I laid with him for a couple of minutes and he stayed laying down, but he didn't.
But he was not asleep.
No, probably not.
So you went to sleep, leaving your child laying in his bed watching TV.
Yes.
Okay.
His gate up and everything. My door was open and I fell back asleep.
You is a dummy. Why are you allowing the police to trick you? You do know that they can use this statement, which you telling them, against you in the court of law. You do know that, right? I don't know why people want to continue to keep running their goddamn mouth. Shut up. Let them give you the damn breathalyzer. What the fuck else do you got to explain to the goddamn police? Okay, fine. He had to show up 2 hours prior to get the van up out your damn house. Okay, fine. But all this, you got to explain yourself and shit. God damn. Like, just shut up. Let them give you the breathalyzer. If they gonna take you to jail, they gonna take you to jail. Get up with your lawyer and talk to your lawyer. You cannot have court in your damn apartment building. It ain't gonna happen.
And I literally just woke up now hearing the buzzer go off. And I come running out here.
I'm gonna make a phone call quick.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Following the call, officers decided to take the woman into custody.
And then do they take him?
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I'll fill them in with what we have.
Well, I mean, whenever DCFS is involved in something, they take the people's kids.
Not always. Not always.
I mean, you think that they'll give me my son back today?
I don't know, Brooke. I don't want to tell you one answer if it's going to be something else.
Damn. 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 For a little hookup with an old high school buddy turned all this shit into this? You having drinks with an old buddy of yours from high school turned into this shit right here. Well, if I were you, I probably wouldn't be trying to get up with old high school buddies of mine and be bringing them to your damn house in the first damn place over your damn child. How about that? How about you need to meet these people in a neutral territory, okay? At a restaurant, at a damn bar, not at your damn house. The fuck?
You called DCFS, you said it. They do.
At Aspen Dental, we make getting dentures both easy and affordable. Get in today.
Do you know the U.S. Solar Company's nasty little secret? It turns out if you live in Illinois, they have to give.
Get to see my son?
Yeah, I'd imagine. So, well, what I'm going to hope to do is, and then after I call DCFS, I'm going to come back. I'll take you out of the cell. I'll book you. and then I'll give you all your paperwork to release you. Then I'll take you up to the lobby, and I'll let you sit with your munchkin.
Okay.
Until we figure out what's going on, all right?
Okay. Until like DCFS decides what they want to do.
Correct. Is there some kind of safety plan to effect?
Okay. I mean, what do they think that like I'm a bad mom or something?
Look, you're not a bad mom. You just made bad decisions. One bad decision does not make you a bad mom.
I know I never make bad decisions.
This is most definitely a humbling experience, to say the least, for this woman right here. This should be a lesson to you. Just don't invite no man where you live at. Just don't do it. Meet men at a neutral territory, not at your house. This is very much so a humbling experience. See, I don't know this woman to sit up here and say that she really is a bad mother. I understand situations can happen. So I won't sit up here and jump out the window and say that this woman is a bad mother. Hell, she had a roof over her son's head. She did have some type of gate right there in front of his door. So it ain't like she just didn't give a fuck. She just, she made a mistake. She made a mistake. That's it. That's all. But I just hope that she understands that bringing people to your house, your sanctuary, where you lay your head at, where you have your peace, is not where it's at. I'm just saying. Especially dudes, I don't give a damn if you've been in high school. Look, it's too much time in between that y'all probably haven't been around each other. You don't know where his mindset is right now. An individual like that, no matter if you do know of him from being in school, so what? Let it be in a neutral territory, not somewhere where you lay your head at, where you have your child at, where things can most definitely go wrong, especially if you're sitting up drinking with the man too. Now again, you grown, you do what you want. I'm not tripping about all that, but you still have to think about that child first, especially when you have a stranger up in your home. Dang, I was dating my ex for 2 years and would tell my daughters, this is mommy's friend whenever we bumped into. He was hurt, but he got over it. Yeah, he got to. Shit. Hell no. Shit, fuck all that. All that trying to get, man, look here. Them type of situations don't work when you trying to get every man to be cool with your kids. Because then you're going to have certain men on out there that don't ever want to meet your kids and they just want to be exclusive with you. Right? And trust me, it is relationships on out there that, hey, the man don't want nothing to do with your kids. He just want to fuck with you. So he won't even go to the woman's house. He'll meet up with the woman maybe at a hotel or meet up with her, at the restaurant or whatever, but he will never go around the kids. It is a lot of people in those type of situations like that. Trust me, I know.
I never do. Like, I'm a good person, I have a good job, I love my son. And it's just like crazy, like you can like not watch your kid for like anything can happen within a minute too. Do you give a report to DCFS?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a full police report.
You said my breathalyzer was completely zero.
3947. 3947. Yeah, but you came back total zeros, which is good.
Yeah, I don't ever lie. I had a beer and a shot last night. Literally like early in the night.
Yeah.
And then dealt with a crazy person for hours after that. And I've never even called the police. I'm like, I should have called the police. I should have called you guys like way earlier.
Yeah.
The woman was charged with child endangerment and was later released, permitted to leave with her son after establishing a safety plan with DCFS. Share your thoughts below and remember to like and subscribe for more videos.
All right. Well, all is not lost. They allowed her, they released her and they allowed her to go home with her son and gave her a safety plan. So hopefully she will not make this type of mistake again. Shout out to that young woman with her child. That actually wasn't a bad ending. Yeah, they scared her straight because she got humbled the fuck down up in that goddamn squad car and they taking her to jail. She broke down. Yeah, she broke down. And sometimes all of us need them type of moments to break down and actually reset and just do things better. Again, I'm not going to assume that that woman was a bad mother in the first place. She just had a moment that night with that dude that went sideways. You know, she you know, again, and that's why you don't put too much thought into knowing somebody from high school, right? Now, yeah, you can know them all right, but unless you guys then kept a rapport with one another over the course of time, then I can accept that. But if it's been gaps in between where you probably ain't seen your homie since, what, 95, 96. It's 2023 and y'all finally link up and kick it and hang out or whatever. You don't know that man. No, you don't know that man. You only know what he did back in high school. You don't know what he's capable of doing at this particular juncture in life. You don't. But if you would have kept a rapport with that individual over the course of time, then you would know. Then, yes, you would know. You can't know. No. So I'm not just going to be so freely to invite somebody that it's been that much of a gap in between that we haven't hung out, we haven't did anything, and I'm going to invite you over here at my house or at my home where my piece is. That's me personally. I'm not doing that. But again, it is what it is. She grown, but hopefully she learned from this situation. And just to be honest, her best bet is just to start having, if she want to meet up with guys, cool, but just not at her house, not at your home. Meet them at a bar, meet them at a restaurant. If y'all trying to do the nasty, you better ask him, goddammit, to get the goddamn room. So y'all can do whatever it is that grown folks do behind closed doors, and then you go home back to your son, and you know everything is everything. You don't put him in harm's way or yourself at harm's way. You'd have left that outside of your home. I'm very strict on having a lot of company at my home, right? And I'm that way for a reason, because this is where my peace of mind is. And I don't give a damn how long I've been knowing people and all this and that and the third. I don't set my house up to be no kicking it spot. No, my home will not be the kicking it spot. Now, every now and again, if I'm throwing a special type of event or a party or something like that, and I want my friends that I grew up with to come through, that's one thing. But my home is not to be confused with no kicking it spot. That's not it. No. I don't even want the people that I be knowing shit. I don't want them around me all the goddamn time at this juncture in my life. No. We was around each other every day, all day as kids, as teenagers. Man, fuck all that. Yeah, 901, you can't. You can't. Man, look. Man, I can know you forever. But I don't trust you as far as I can throw you still any goddamn way. So guess what? To save myself the aggravation and the arguing and going back and forth with nobody, how about I set that standard right then and there. Hey, this ain't where you gonna just be coming all willy-nilly and all giving times out the damn day. That's not what's gonna happen. And it don't happen that way. If a person don't even call my phone and let me know that they on their way towards my house, it's a fucking problem. You won't get in. You cannot come to no one's house unannounced. Not mine. I'll speak for myself. You cannot come to my house unannounced. I don't play them type of games. If you don't call me and let me know that you on your way to my house, you won't be getting in. Shit, you won't be getting in. Ain't none of that shit out, man. I'm not doing that. If you don't call, you don't get in. And if I decide that I want to talk to you later on, I'm going to tell you, well, wait, how come you didn't give me a call and let me know in advance that you was even coming over? Ain't no just drop. No, I don't play them type of games, bro. Man, there's too much shit going on around these parts, and I've already been that way anyway, so it is what it is. I've been that way. I don't give a fuck about if it is family KTC. Fuck, man, especially my family. Boy, they gonna be, boy, my brother come in from out of town and he don't call me and let me know he in town. Guess what? He ain't no door gonna get answered for him. And I love my brother to death. But no, the right thing to do is to call, give me warning that you even here. So then that way I can look out for you. You don't just drop down. You can't just do that shit. The only exception in this situation, because my mom don't live in Illinois no more, I give my mama the exception to the rule. But anybody else, See, I already know my mama ain't just gonna drop in on me unexpected anyway. She gonna give me a call anyway and say, son, I'm in Chicago. I'm in the area. Is you at home? And then once I tell her, yeah, mama, I'm at home, come on through. That's going to be the end of it. Yeah, that's going to be the end of it. Now, check out this little short, y'all, from shout out to No Chill Gil, man. No Chill Gil been doing this thing. No Chill Gil has been doing his mother-loving thing, y'all. Hold on. Let me go to his little let me go to his short real quick. Yarsa Young Man is Big Mad. Gilbert Arenas said drop the pimpin' name. Oh yeah, this is a good one right here. Yes, it is.
Oh, they said Larson Pippen's mad at me? You got to stop talking about me, you fucking loser. Oh, ooh. And I said, she got the Pippen name ruining that legacy by doing what she do. That's his last name. And, these kids out here are pros and professionals. And, because you was married once, they got to live with this name. Drop that shit, go back to your maiden name. Or whatever. I mean, go back to whatever name you had. Because it ain't fair to them nor the husband. You out here playing teaser out in these streets with the last name of somebody that got something. And same thing with Jordan name, right? You had both powerful names, just ruining the fuck out of them names. You need to fuck with a Brown or something, that name, that last name dirty enough.
Randy Brown.
Right, though, right?
They going crazy with the Brown.
God damn. Oh, hell fuck no. God damn. Hey, that man said fuck with a brown shit. They dirty enough. God damn. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Look, wait. Do y'all really seriously think that Larsa would even fuck with an old bus? He ain't got enough money. Hey, the bus ain't got enough money, man. She ain't dumb now. Look, she knew to fuck with a Pippin and a Jordan. God damn it, man. If she gonna fuck with a brown boy, she won't get, man. At least I don't see that shit, KTC. I don't see a scenario that she would even remotely, she will be going down. She will settle down if it came down for her being with a bus. But damn, but Gilbert Arenas even said it. He said she's so low, she is on the level of the bus. That's even more funny right there. Gilbert is basically saying that Laura is on the level of a bus. God damn. God damn. Tried to fuck Pippin last name on up. And if Marcus would have fell all the way into the bait with you, you would have tried to fuck Jordan's name, last name on up with all that bullshit that you was doing. No, Gilbert wasn't wrong about what he said about you. Shit. Yeah, this just a short. This a short from No Chill Gil. Yeah, this is short from No Chill Gil, 901. Yeah, that was funny though, Keep the Change. I ain't gonna even hold you. Now that was funny. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. That was hilarious to me. God damn. Well, look, y'all. It's getting towards my bedtime around this thing. I do appreciate everybody pulling on up and seeing my reaction. So now I got the breaking news about the way with old Shannon Sharpe. I get back to normal scheduled program with the body cam footages. So yes, anytime it is some type of breaking news, I will go off script at times, y'all, and I will talk about that, but I'm going to always still get back to the regular scheduled program. I am going to finally speak about, but I'm not going to review it now. I'm going to make a certain live stream for that. And I'm going to go over and give y'all my reaction to the Carmelo Anthony's, what her mom had to say in the press conference. So I am going to give y'all still that reaction. But again, this is breaking news. Of course, y'all knew I was going to talk about that. So, but with that being said, salute to the chat. Again, I appreciate y'all coming through and supporting the channel and supporting the content. Please hit that like button, subscribe up to the channel. All right. I do appreciate it. And like I said, y'all give me a few months and Johnny Blaze will most definitely be having to give away for his members. Thank you, Keep the Change. Appreciate you, Chef X. So again, salute to the chat. I appreciate y'all. I'm about this thing. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Peace out.